Okay, so we have one more thing to say. Do you think possibly that we would not be able to go with the 3? Well, that's true, because our number is for we are going to be shouting the 44 from here forevermore. Well, that's the point, you see. Okay, so we know we would have watched every single of the videos before they got published. That's just the way we roll, and this is partly to find the inconsistencies and to address them. And so we want to talk about the window, and we want to talk about the chakra, and then we end, and that to be the 4. So here we go. We're gonna make it short because we got to be able to upload this and go to see Papa. We're getting late and he's getting a little riled and feeling like he is not loved, and that is so far from the truth. We are loving him from afar, and we send a runner now and we tell him, oh boy, you can hardly wait. It's gonna be so fun. Now drink your water. Drink a little bit of that water. It's good for you. You do that now. Okay, so he's going to the sink and he's busying himself and singing a lulla song, and that's good. So we tell you a couple of things. The window. Okay, so this is one who is crippled with with the judgments and the self-doubt, blah blah, and it would just like press upon her and push the little flower so far into non-existence that she would just feel like she was going to die when people would be mean. And so this feeling of everyone around being so mean, well, that is shattering a little bit, and we're so glad to see it, because it's the paranoia that the Enrique Boron so strongly explained that she was experiencing. Dear one, you are paranoid. Oh no, I'm not, great soul. Don't you dare call me a nasty name. I am not a paranoid. You go away now. Why you call me paranoid, Mr. Boron? I'm interested now. You pushed against me and I like it. So tell me, great one, tell me, how am I paranoid? Well, you were drowning, right? Yes, everyone was looking at me saying, yay, let's go, that little girl needs to die, and let's make it really bad for her. Yes, well, that was not the case, little girl. You know, the pole was right there, and you could have gone boop, and then gotten dragged out. And what happened to you in the end, huh? You got a clue that up was up and down was down, and bubbles meant life, and then you grabbed something, didn't you? Do you think that they knew that perhaps he wasn't saying all this verbally, but which is understood? Do you think that perhaps they actually wanted to help? Don't you think that they would have dived in about 30 seconds, and you would have been brought back if you had gone? And isn't it obvious by now that had you gone away, you would have come back because you had something to do here? Well, isn't that interesting? So yes, paranoia. Oh, there's no pole. Of course there's a pole, dear one. Gather yourself and listen. And funny, the pole was knocking at her. It was. But in her confusion and fear, she did not feel the nudge, you know. So it was a very strong message we sent to her long ago. Hey, listen up. You got tons of help, and it's the kind that give you life. It's not the kind that just pats you on the back and gives you a warm towel and says, well, better luck next time, you're getting an F. No, it was the kind that was life saving, and this is exactly what she has experienced the whole time. So we are with her, and many of the firework had not quite yet begun, and we had set it so well. Oh my God, just to think about that place is just so lovely. And so we are talking to her, and it looks a little like babbling. She's talking to herself. Oh, that's not good. Oh, psych nurse is getting scared. And so we say, okay, what would happen if there was someone at the window right now? You can sit up and look if you want, but we suggest there's no one there. So, but what would happen? And what if there were two and they were giggling at you? How would you feel? And she lay there and think about it. And then we say, okay, so pretend there's one who was looking, and then they decide, because they're not really appreciating anything, they walk in and here you go, which is very teeny tiny, then what would you do? This is your chance. Here's your shot. What you gonna do? And she said, well, I think at this point what I would say is this. I would say, I am in high meditation here, and I find it very beautiful and very holy. If you want to stay, it's wonderful. I would love to share this with you because it's profoundly healing energy. However, if this makes you uncomfortable, I'll be done pretty soon, and it's okay. But this is what I'm doing here for the space. It's been set. I'm running the energy and the light, and so it's up to you. Okay. And so we understood in that beautiful crystal place that she was healed before any of the light, before she came together, but she does not remember. There in the middle of the room with her love, spraying the place with such sacred love. Oh my God, the homecoming, oh my God, the homecoming. It was profound to watch her heart heal so profoundly, deeply. It happened, dear one, it did. Remember what we said about the time capsule, okay? And then you allow your golden seed to lead the way home and remind you of the visions, and you can bring them into your body through your heart. You can speak them through your throat. You can feel them deep in your yoni, and it is such a blessing to the earth, to the others who are watching. So that is what we had to say. We asked her about the others. What would happen? How are you going to handle the others now? Are you going to let them play take away with your dignity? Are you going to let them play take away with your beauty? Are you going to let them play take away at all? This beautiful heart, this beautiful divine will you have discovered. How willing are you to give it away to those who don't even understand what they are receiving? How willing? We put her through a couple other exercises, we say. So that's the window. You didn't know that, baby? And the other? We forgot it already. Isn't that funny? It's funny what the tears do. They wash away some of the worries. But we need to talk about the chakras, dears. Okay, so here we go. Because we don't want anybody thinking, oh, well, this is someone more holy than me, blah, blah. Oh, keep it up. 100%, did we not say? 100%. So, to think like that is not being very, it's not showing a lot of respect for the gift you were just given, my God. Oh, my God. So, you listen up here, and we tell you the truth, all right? So, here's the chakras. Yeah, we now have 8. The human has 8. We said carbon-based. Yes, we did. And in the blogosphere and in many of the esoterics, it is plainly written. Really, we will have to say it's been injected a couple of times through the years that we go from carbon-based to crystalline-based. Well, what is a crystal? Did we not drop that hint as well? Crystals are multidimensional, honey bunny. Okay. So what is going on here is a conversion and a release. It is not a destruction. It is a... Melissa, you listening? Kathy, you listening? It's the substance, you see. And so we're going to say to you, you got to figure it out. You're smart enough, you win. Then when the big scientist men come, you can decide which one among them are worthy to carry this knowledge with you and for you. Because still, you will need the men to carry the message and make it whole. That is about the male and the female, you see. Interesting. So, yes, you will be able to determine who among them understand most profoundly the, love is not the right word anymore for this. And when you see it shining from their skin, when you can feel it singing from the bones, when the words that they say steal your soul, and yet you have not met them a whole lot, perhaps they haven't even told you the profession, then dear one, that's the persons that you talk to and that you are allowed to ask questions only. You let them guide, and if they cannot go far enough with your knowledge, then you don't use them. You must make sure that they can go as far as you, understanding that many cannot, and then you give the gift of training. And there are few among them who can, in fact, sit down and settle and listen to Mama and look up and really pay attention when she says, dear one, it's time to stop the fidgeting. It's really past time to just be still now and stop it. Just stop it. Because don't you understand everything's about to happen? Don't you get that? Well, it's okay, you don't have to. I'm here and I'm telling you. So show some respect, show some honor for the situation, show that you understand. Show that you're taking this a little seriously, we say, because it's about to happen. Look up. And then the speaker comes out and the fire shoots out and there's this wow. We so like doing that. It makes us feel so good. That's the fourth time that sound has been made in this apartment, and that is quite purposeful. And there are 4 videos that is purposeful too. La la la. So, the chakras, here we go. We have 8 now in this flow. There is the quite real awareness of multi-dimensional thought. Watch as your linear abilities begin to dissolve. Watch as your agreements begin to untangle. Watch as your will becomes known. Did we not say there would come a time when no one could hold a secret? Did we not tell you that again and again and again? And this is why you took it upon yourself, dear girl, to take that mantle up so early and say, I will live my life as a living testament to this truth, that there will come a day when I will have to stand proudly in my reality and state it clearly. I must own everything I do, because one way or the other it's gonna become revealed anyway. That's the nature of this time. And so I vow, it's not a vow, it's a deal. It is more than that. It is an orientation, a magnetic orientation. Okay, here it is. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna be proud of every single thought I have and step I take. And even if I stumble, and even if I get so intoxicated I poop in the bathtub, I'm gonna own it, baby. It's mine. Yes. So this is the time, dear ones, of not being able to hide anything from anybody else. And we would like to thank Ani for this, because it is his planet and it is his doing. Although we are all standing in applause and agreement. Oh yes, Ernie go, Ernie go, go Ernie go. Little metaphor, whatever. So that's what we say. Isn't it funny how now on the internet there's this poster that is coming around at times, and it's a shaming one. Ooh, and it says, oh, isn't it funny? Oh, we was talking about the cameras, and now all the cameras we want on our faces. And we are disappointed when the pictures don't flicker on the screen. Isn't that funny? And we would submit, of course it is. The nose is going crazy. Of course it is. What a better way to invalidate experience. That's quite a shaming device. So we end this way. We told her very early on when she was wondering, questioning a bit, not a whole lot, because the writing soothes her, quiets her, and steadies her, reminds her of who she is, what she is. She is a master of expression of divine will, and when she was doing that, well, she understood she was standing with other masters, and they were she and she was they. We won't tell you all of the agreements she made, but they were good, and they stuck, and they stand with her as a way. All the artists and writers and mathematicians and the Michelangelos and all those fine people who, through discovering certain things, express their divine will. So it's pretty neat, isn't it? So the chakra system, she has the 12, of course, and she's very connected to many things that we do not appreciate. And that when we showed her the little solar system model, well, she knew it connected up, but she didn't know how. She didn't know what she was being shown. She was being shown chakras of immense proportion. We told her the desert. No, it was the sandstorm. We gave her a vision very close to when her papa was deciding what he was going to do. And the sandstorm, she was a mechanic on the floor, and she was very wrapped in her work, and so she missed a lot of it. And then a sandstorm came, and she was luckily a little bit protected with the car that she was underneath, and it was arduous. And then when it slowed down, she saw fields, and there were tables on the field, and they were of gigantic proportion. And we told her, listen, this is the time of distortion of perception, of proportion, of things not looking quite right. This is partly why, because her perception of reality was going to get very big, and we have already alluded to the fact it got incredibly small too. If she could spend hours inside an atomic structure, and we say big to little, little to small, and big to small, and all that stuff, telescope, inside, macrocosm, microcosm, that's the buzzwords. And can you not appreciate how big she is? Okay, and by extension, how big you are. She's a human being, my God. Don't you understand by now? She's got worries. She has the little things that matter so much to her. The love and the dating and the hand holding and the pudding and the banana splits and the orgasmic experiences with others and all that stuff. Okay, so that's that. It's a flavor of ice cream, just like we would say the Torah is a flavor, and the Bible is a flavor, and the Quran is a flavor, and the Sanskrit stuff, the Mahabharata, is a flavor. It's just flavors of ice cream. It's all the same thing. It's ice cream. And if you want to get there through sacred sexuality, then, well, bravo, that hasn't been on the planet for a long time. Not balanced. And when it was used before, it was not used as the way it will be used now. It was not used as a way to heal. It was a way to train. And so the training was complete a long time ago. And those who went to the training, just listen to the cry out and you will understand. You were going through flight school, And so you are well prepared, dear one. People who went to public school under Gaia, they had to have had at least one flight before. Unless they were very eager and adept, we shall say. They still had to go through the training. So, you want me to drop you some knowledge? Okay. So this flight school, it was a good one. And it worked really well. And there was magnetic inductance that you wouldn't believe. It was profound. And so as a result, these people, they're a lot like that Jesus fellow who comes to her at the choir loft and says, "Hey girlie, I think you're pretty special and I think you're doing a good job." You know, he visited her when she was 33. Oh, yes, of course he did. Of course he did. And the body goes, wee, hot, hot, hot. Of course he did. So, these are the Lemurians who live under the Mount Shasta. They love the Arkansas. So they will be very happy to see the Krayan because they live in the minerals. Oh, big bomb of a knowledge bomb for you today. You who are the esoteric among us. Oh my God, the keys we are dropping is just almost obscene. And we know we are well loved in its own time because many of you already know this. You've been coming to in your dreams for so long. And I was like, oh, wait, this Kathy Vick, she's crazy. I think I'm going to watch one of her videos. Doing. Well, guess what? So, yes, the Lemurians, they're the babies of the Pleiadians. And they live in multidimensional state. They're around all the time. They don't ever go very far. We just saw one. There it is. Hello, hello, we love you. You are here. Aren't you funny? You come as a little wisp of smoke. We have no cigarette lit. Why do you think the little smoke comes? They're saying, oh my, you are talking the ancient shit here. Are you sure you should be doing that quite yet? Well, technical difficulties aside, which we have experienced, none. Boop, none. Smooth as glass, we say. So these chakras, they are the 12, and they are the 2-star planets. You understand that you guys are quite protected, only being a 1-star. We talked about that at the very, very, very beginning. And there had to be someone who could tame those two and do it physically and then do the we. And so that happened, okay? So that's how it goes. But then we don't have to keep those balls spinning. My God, that's a lot of work. We just pass it into the blood and DNA and the Merkaba and Leipadi and la. We do it with the gold and we show her how. When these are hints that were dropped, but the formula, you don't get that until you show some skill. It was as physical as it gets. So, okay, there you go. Oh, we got the shakes. This is a big one. This is a very, very big one. But so the chakra system, everybody can have it once you have the 8. If you want to stay in the 7, that's your business. It's okay. You go for it, baby. We love you so much. You do what you need to do to feel good about your life and all the karmic debts that you feel you've made, and you're going to make good and everything's nice. And I think that's wonderful. So be happy. Please be happy in your work. That's the only thing. Just be happy. If you wish to adopt the 8, then little tiny things begin to happen. Spontaneous knowledge, as well as which you can just ignore. But those who go, that's a weird thought, and then go, you take that strand, it leads to a cord, you see, it leads to a weave. And there are many strands going, hello. You want a strand? Here we go. Like that. It's up to you. Karen has explained. It goes into the grid And then it's up to the individual to say, oh, that's worth my time, or oh, that's full of shit. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. But it's there if you want it. And the 8 helps. It's like a ladder. And then through a series of, obviously, tests, we were testing her at the very last. We told her, you have a question. And she had figured out so much on the pot. It's like, oh, well, this is going to be fun. She's got to figure it out. Because she figured out that if she had a question, she could ask Mama, and Mama would help her. So it was easier when she figured out it was cooperative, and it wasn't her being judged or anything like that. It was cooperative. And so, but anyway, there was that moment. There was that moment. Before the sauna, we told her there'd be a moment. You'd have to answer a question. And it's not us taking away a superpower of nerddom or anything. It's knowing that you're ready. So we ask you a question, and then if you have an answer that makes sense, then okay, you go. Then go in there and get it done. And she answered correctly. And we will not be revealing either of those, the question or the answer, partly because she does not remember, partly because the nose, it is going wah wah wah, and this is her way of knowing. She's bumping into a field and she needs to stop. When it's neutral, she can speak. If it's like that, better to keep your mouth shut. And if it's the roses, oh my God, are you gonna get the info? So, is it a feedback loop? No. It's simple and pure sensitivity to your consciousness. And believe me, at this point she can tell the gradient, how many people are watching who are in the lower, how many are watching in the higher, how many people are resonating on a higher level, lower level, all that stuff. She gets that in the morning. She just has to look at the feed and look at the numbers and look at the YouTube, and she feels it. This has been going on for so long. Finally, to an instrument. You don't get there by ignoring things. You get there by listening. She asks questions. She just doesn't ask them of humans that often, because she has found so often that they are closed. They are in their little pods. They are in their little vehicles. And the only thing that matters is getting to the next thing and pleasing someone and not making them mad. Well, okay. She's a study in making people mad. Well, alright, be mad. Whatever. Does that make you happy? To be mad at me for doing what's in my heart? Well, okay. Then that tells us that maybe we may have to part. Bummer. But no, you don't get this part of me. No. I say, go, you don't get to have this part of me. Too close. She had a love. Oh, it was a very good love too. Sturdy and fun. Just fun. And at what point? We were with her, we were working with her, to the teachers and to the girl, and she was having very good experiences. It was so much fun. The waves were coming, and she was making vortexes, and we were talking to her a lot. And her girlfriend got very angry one night and came to her in confrontation and pain and said, here's the thing. I don't think I can keep with you because you love God more than me. This happened one other time with a male who she wanted to wed. And she was wearing his ring. And he told her to get rid of the meditation chair. And this is when this relationship, she decided to put all of her writing away and be a good little girl and stop bitching so much. Start living. They both said, well, individually they said, we feel crowded out. We don't feel loved because you love your God more than me. And so she got a second chance, you see. She got two opportunities to decide who she's going to be true to. Each time she said to them, "Oh my God, I love you so much. Can't you tell? Don't you notice I lay with you? Don't you notice I soothe you? Haven't you made a commitment to me? Don't you see my worth? Can't you understand that this is part of me? It's the best part of me. For you to turn from it tells me that you don't see me at all. You may see my works, you may see the traces of this great love I have, but if you wish to take away my fondest love, then we part. That's all. It is this that has been leading, oh God, it has just been leading her into and out of love for a long time. People come to her and they see her beauty and they see her vitality and they really wish to be around it. Then they begin to realize she's not entirely listening to them. She loves them and she listens, but she listens to high authority. And it is frightening to many because it is so strong. It's so strong. But you see, this is her root. This is the green that made her into a sequoia, everybody. Oh, in the heart it hurts so bad. So please, we are asking you in your daily life. This is a daily life one. We ask you to please not ask another to remove from themselves what makes them whole. Okay? Please don't do that to people. It hurts very, very much. And it is it's a source of heartbreak all over the world. Here, Redman, I won't be able to pay for my son getting his thing, but I want to honor and praise you for giving me shelter. So here you go. Not understanding that the heart withers a little bit with it, because not only the money is earned at a place, it does not sing with the resonance of a soul, but then what money is earned has to be given to someone else, or there is punishment. This is the end of the Kali Yuga. Praise God. Praise God. And those who can attain the 12 world, we say bravo. We have just laid a foundation, and it has been through our love, not our work. Our love for humanity, for recognizing each individual as already divine, already whole. This is how you heal, you see. We ask for you to go easy on each other today. Let people have their reality. Let people have their song. And instead of criticizing that maybe it doesn't make sense to you, perhaps you can say, "Oh my God, you shared that with me. I'm the luckiest person on earth." You have inspired me with your nakedness and your joy and your beauty. And there is something within me that sings, sometimes only late at night, and usually after a good beating. And I've never shared it with the soul because I cannot bear to take it away. I cannot even bear to have it made a request to give it away. But I think for you, I would like to sing it. Would you like me to sing my pretty song? And all over the earth, the song is heard. It is shared with those beautiful Christians. Wherever you are, they can hear that kind of song, and they sing out, and the whales ring with it. What to do matters. Do it for yourself. Please, dear loves, do it for yourself.
But when two or more are gathered, can you not understand the power? So, be good to each other. Be kind to each other. Hold your tongue when the criticisms come and realize that it's you wanting to hurt, wanting to take away. And it's just not a very good way to roll. It's immature. And it leads to harm. This reflectivity, well, okay. Brother said, what you do to me, you do to others. Well, okay. You want to do it that way, that's a good way to do it, brother. So, these words, they ring in all the text, We say the brother Jesus because this is how she was trained early, and it stuck. Had she been born in another family, perhaps the religion would have been different. Who knows? It doesn't matter. The love would still be this profound. The depth would still be as unfathomable, and the heart would just be as pure. It doesn't matter the religion. What matters is the love inside of it, and it is strong no matter what text you pick up. We say even the Aleister Crowley, okay, you want to pervert all of it and turn black into white and white into black. Well, if that speaks to your soul, then you should do that. We ask, is it about control? And we ask, is it about the will? And this is what troubles us about the work, is the subversion and the taking of will. There's such a thing as consent, dear lads. Consent, 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 consent. Permission, allowance. So, we are late for the papa, and he's going to be very upset, and so we go now. Okay, God, gotta go. Oh my, we are in trouble now. Poor papa. Alright, goodbye. We love you so much. That's the far. Bye bye.